With the Football World Cup opening ceremony in Brazil looming, the president of FIFA, Sepp Blatter, is under increasing pressure. What should be a time to celebrate football's biggest world occasion is in danger of being overshadowed by allegations of corruption over the decision to host the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Well, Roger Blitz, our sports and leisure industries correspondent, joins me now. Roger, Mr Blatter is facing something of a revolt from leading UEFA executives over his plans to stand for re-election as FIFA president. What do you make of all of this? Is that growing opposition likely to deter him in any way?
Well, the first thing to say is that it was quite an unprecedented, sustained attack from UEFA executives. We know that the relationship between Blatter and UEFA has been bad for many years, but it's always been behind closed doors. What we saw for the first time were people prepared to declare publicly their opposition to Blatter standing again for re-election next year, and their dislike and disquiet over the way FIFA is being run.
Governance structures, need the proper people within them. You can change the structure, unless you have, the right people within it. The structure's irrelevant to me.
People don't really take him serious anymore. The FIFA has a executive president, and an executive president means that you are responsible. You have the final responsibility for what is happening in FIFA.
So how do all these allegations of corruption and the criticisms of Mr Blatter himself, how do these all actually affect FIFA's reputation right now?
Right now, FIFA is talking to itself. It is holding what it calls a congress of its 209 member associations, patting themselves on the back about how much revenues they get. What is happening outside is increasing levels of opposition to how FIFA is run, its problems with governance, and a clear desire for people to want to see the back of the Blatter presidency.
For me, the big issue is the human rights issue and abuse of migrant workers in the construction sites, and the fact that people have actually died in those circumstances. And then the issue of corruption shows the whole thing needs to be looked at again. And that must raise questions for the sponsors. And at the end of the day, we all know that it's money that really moves people in these situations. FIFA has shown itself to be completely devoid of any moral compass whatsoever.
Speaking of attacks, Mr Blatter has just launched his own attack on the English media, claiming that allegations of corruption around the Qatar World Cup bid are being driven by racism and discrimination. What do you make of all of this? Isn't Mr Blatter in danger of seriously losing credibility?
It was a bad mistake by Blatter, because what he should have been focusing on was racism and discrimination in the game. And he was using this weapon partly inspired by African members who are in the centre of these allegations about the Qatar World Cup and the bidding process. And so he was trying to defend them. Why would he be doing that? In order to ensure that he continues to get their support.
And Mr Blatter is, of course, nothing if not resilient. I mean, you mentioned already he's 16 years into the job. He's seeking a fifth term. He's already going to lengths to woo the Asian and the African confederations. I mean, do you think he can do it? Can he bounce back from all of this and secure a fifth term?
Oh, yes, he can. But events, as in politics, are interesting to watch, particularly when it comes to football politics. He's just finished addressing the FIFA Congress, in which he's kind of laid out quite clearly that what FIFA needs is a steady, stable leadership. That means himself. So he's clearly laying the ground for his campaign. But once the Congress is over, which it will be today, we will then see the football takeover. But that actually could be another FIFA problem, because that is then the attention will all focus on Brazil's organisation. FIFA cannot escape any problems that Brazil might have that are displayed over the next few weeks.
Roger Blitz, thank you very much.